Hello, it's Marcin here from the Wireless Income, and I would like to share something with you. We've had incredible experience. Just over the weekend, we managed to break our record number of visits that we managed to generate to our blog in a single day. So I was thinking about putting just a screen share of what we managed to achieve by saying, hey, let's create maybe a video, let's cut something that would be more beneficial so I can share some of the strategies and I can help you again to take one more step to design an income that is not wired to one specific location and help you to earn from anywhere you would love to live. Our personal goal is to help 1,000 people to generate an income that is not wired to one specific location. So I hope you are one of them, and let me just quickly go through our dashboard on our analytics. So let's have a look. Here when we go back to May 28th, we would see this was our personal best, 202 visits, and then we would be kind of going around 100, 120, 100, so basically going around 120 visits a day, and then something would happen. The previous Friday actually we would have this incredible day, 699 visits. What happened here? Such a huge shock. Then next day, on Saturday, we had 633 visits. And everything is organic, as you can see. This is all free advertising. We didn't pay a cent for that. Actually, it took us about 1 hour to use this strategy and implement that and write on the back of that and later just watch what's happening. So there is of course this correlation on the internet marketing that first you have the visitors, then you have leads, and then it translates into the profit that you make. So let me just go back here, and I would like to share with you some of the leads that are coming our way. And as you can see, I like to have my inbox organized. I've seen many of those inboxes where people have like 10,000 even emails that are not answered, and I like to use this Google labels that allows you to see exactly what's in your inbox, what's coming in and stuff. So if we go to my new leads, I've got one of my labels here. As you can see, the leads are coming as I'm talking to you right now. And if we go to the 18th, we had on the day when I calculate, I think it was like 16 leads. On the 17th, I think we had something similar. I think it was exactly like 15 leads. So basically within 48 hours, we generated 31 leads and over 1,300 visits to our blog. That is absolutely our personal record, and we're planning to beat it. We're planning to break that record soon. So where's the lesson? So what can we learn from that? So as I mentioned, it was one single blogging strategy. We just wrote on the back of news. We did some crazy SEO on the back of that. It took us about an hour of our time, and then the numbers that just inbox started going through, and we started getting like lots of things coming our way. So let me actually walk you through here. I prepared actually something, because first you have traffic, and what do we look in terms of traffic? You would have your resources that you have to trade, because there's no free lunch. Even if they say it's a free traffic, you trade your most important currency, and that most important currency would be your time. And paid here, it would be for people who have some money, put some money aside and say, hey, I would like to go the fast route. I would like to take advantage of those fast strategies and teach me that, show me the ways. I would like to learn how to do it a little bit faster. So here, let's break it down a little bit more. In terms of the free strategies, we would have two different options. We would have social media and we would have SEO. Social media, I mean, this is incredible. Like 7 years back, we wouldn't have that on our hands. But right now, just basically from your mobile phone, from Facebook that you have access to around 1 billion people. You can communicate, you can connect, you can impact, you can influence them. And of course here we would have 5 different portals that you could tap into. I mean, we've got Facebook, Twitter, we've got LinkedIn, we've got Google+, and we've got Pinterest. So those are the top 5 big boys. And here you would have a couple of different strategies. We could be using things like piggyback marketing, buzz marketing, social media, script interactions, the way you engage with people to kind of get them check what they're looking for and focus on the quality people who could be right for your target market. And the second option, this is a free strategy, but this one is a little bit more difficult to master, but I would encourage you just go with that. If you produce any form of content, that would be very, very powerful. SEO stands for search engine optimizing, and it will help you to be found by search engines much easier. So here it's a little bit easier and it's more instant. Here it takes a little bit more time, it's a little bit more difficult, but in the long term it will create more passive results. As you can see here, this is just on the back of some SEO that we did some time ago. And in terms of the paid advertising, you would have two avenues as well. We can go either pay-per-click, so it would be either YouTube, Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, or you can go solo ads. What is solo ad? You basically send an email to a database, someone else's database, you pay them money to send the email and you capture the leads. That's the whole idea. And then you have a conversation through an autoresponder that is set up. So, what's the lesson here? At the beginning, especially if you are new, lots of people would be trading time because that's the only currency they would have. They would have very limited amount of money. So what you need to do, you need to be damn good at managing your time. You need to kick ass, break glass. You have to be really focused and you have to invest your time, that basically every single day you are achieving something, you're coming closer to your goal. So at some point your time will make money, and once you have your time making money, then you can start tapping into paid advertising. And what it will do at that point, money makes money. So that's the whole goal. First of all, you exchange time for money, and then you get money to make money. That's the totally different game that you can be playing. So that's what I would encourage you. First, master the simple things of time management. And here, when you move to paid advertising, a different skill it needs to be mastered is just basically measuring. You have to be a scientist here. You have to measure and track. And I would like to encourage you, start doing that earlier because there's a huge advantage. I had a coaching session last week with a great guy who is just launching in internet marketing, and I had the session, he asked me if I could evaluate what he's doing and if I could help him to improve. And I asked him this question like, so how many visits do you generate per week? I said, I don't know. So how many leads have you generated? Oh, I would have to count that. So that's quite hard to help from that position, because if you don't know what you have created, it's quite hard to tweak the strategies. But what you can measure, you can improve. This is something that I got taught some time ago, and I really took that to heart because it's extremely important, especially on the internet where you've got all these analytics, as you just shown here. You've got all them available. You can see every single thing. So once you have the numbers, you can do more of what works and less of what doesn't. I know it sounds stupid, I know it sounds simple, and I know it sounds common sense, but unfortunately common sense is not that common. Once you have the numbers, you can do more of what works and you can do less of what doesn't. Imagine you have 10 strategies that you're using to generate leads. I would encourage you measure them, and I can guarantee you that 2 of them would be killing, would be just doing most of the work, and 2 of them would be a total waste of time. So 2 of them require pretty much full of your focus, and the remaining 2, the bottom 2, should be just cut off, because you need to measure your time. I mean, you have to master the art of discriminating here, discriminating things that don't work, because we don't have enough time to just simply handle everything. And I want to share one more thing right now before I finish, because I had also this question asked last week. It's like, how do you select the perfect home-based business? How do you select, what are the criteria that you would use if you launch into internet marketing? I mean, I will share with you my 4 criteria that I selected based on my past experience with different companies, with things that happened to me, things that I have gone through. The first criteria for me, the business has to be wireless. That's just number 1 criteria. What does it mean? It means that I can do it from any location I would love to be. That's personally for me very important. Second one is I have to leverage. I love to get paid not only for my own effort. I love to have a system that helps me to leverage to high degree. The third one, I mean, this I know it's not important to everyone, but it's pretty important to me that I have to add value. Because if I don't, in long term, I know I will sabotage it. And I know that if I add value, I kind of get this extra feeling that pumps me up, that in long term I feel good, it kind of, my heart is warm and I feel that I contributed. It kind of makes me feel good if I'm seeing that someone else is succeeding, is becoming better person, I'm seeing that the results that I'm getting, it's really heartwarming. So I love that. And the fourth thing is I need to learn new skills. I can't be doing the same copy paste crazy jobs, because I'm putting my hours, I'll be putting my days, my weeks, my months, probably even years in some cases. So I would like to walk away with much better skill set that I have. I love this confidence right now, like we are able to drive this amount of traffic, and trust me, it comes with a solid, it brings you strong confidence. I'm aiming right now for around 1,000 visits a single day and 50 leads in one day. That's what I'm aiming for. That's the skill set that I want to walk away with. So I hope you learned something, and if you did, click on Google Plus button. That's very important to me. Hit the likes and other things that are important here, and design your own wireless income life, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks a lot, and see you at the next video. Bye bye.